Rev up your engines! Now, it's come to my attention that some people say I'm full of crap. But in fact, the exact opposite is true. And me testing out this electric bike is proof of that. The purpose of my videos is to show people, do certain products work? Should you buy them? How can you fix them? I'm trying to show people what's crappy and what isn't crappy. As an example, I've tested out over 10 electric bicycles. The companies stood behind their products, sent me them to try out, and I'm honestly testing them out. These companies obviously stand behind their vehicles. They sent me them. I try them out, honestly, see if they're good or not. I'm not some Hollywood actor who's being paid millions to tell you how great some product is that they know nothing about. And I'm not some journalist that gets free cars, trucks, motorcycles in the hope that you'll write good things about it and then take them to Spain, the Bahamas, wherever to try them out. Obviously, attempted bribery with free vacations. I once met a journalist from Mexico who was trying out the new Land Rover and they flew him to Iceland so they could drive on the ice. That's not what I call a good analysis of a product. It's too one-sided there. Now, nobody pays me to say good things about products. So I found, so far at least, the people who are really full of crap are the people who make electric cars, electric trucks. None of them have sent me one to try out. Years ago, Ford Motor Company used to send me lots of vehicles. You can watch my old videos, but they stopped doing it because they didn't like some of my comments on the poor quality control. Because I'm honest. I'm not going to be lying to people about something. I'm a mechanic. I've been fixing them for 53 years. So I'm going to tell you the truth when I see a problem. And when I try something out, like these electric bicycles, I gotta try them out over time. Hey, maybe they work right out of the box and then a year later the stupid things break. You gotta test things over time. So today I'm putting a challenge out to the electric car makers, electric truck makers, electric full-size motorcycle makers of the world. Send me your vehicles for 1 year to have me actually road test them. I'm all ready. I got my EV charging station. All I need is some electric vehicles, cars, trucks, full-size motorcycles. Now, I do have to say, these electric bicycles are a lot of fun, but of course, they have a rather limited range. On electricity alone, you can barely go 20 miles in this thing. And instead of taking my Toyota Matrix cross-country, I will take the electric vehicles cross-country. If you'll send me one, if you really stand behind your product, see if they work in the cold weather of Rhode Island. See how they handle the heat of Tennessee in the summer. I'll try them out in the city, on a highway, out in the country, where, hey, an electric car's got a lot of power. Maybe I can use it out doing construction projects, hooking up power systems to them. Real tests. Not, we'll get a journalist to write about it who likes us, or we'll pay this Hollywood star millions of dollars to say great things about our electric cars. So electric car makers, electric truck makers, full-size electric motorcycle makers, the ball's in your court now. Let's see if you're full of crap or you'll actually let me test the things out in the real world. They're waiting to find out, are any of these electric vehicles worth it? Or are the companies just blowing smoke up everyone just to sell them something that really doesn't work, that you can't get charged when you're traveling? I'm an honest guy. I test things out. I have no ties with any manufacturer. I don't care who sends me this stuff, as long as they actually work and drive down the road. But then again, if they broke all the time, they'd make some hilarious videos. I want to do real world testing of these electric cars. Everybody says, oh, electric cars are the future, Well, think about it. You're not buying a car in the future, you're buying it now. So, if you electric car makers aren't just all full of crap, send me some and I will honestly test them out. Some people are probably going to say, oh, Scotty's not going to be honest. He's a mechanic. He makes his money fixing internal combustion engine vehicles. He doesn't want electric cars to be out. Hey, I don't care. I've already made enough money. When I fix people's cars these days, I do it for free. They buy the parts, I put them on for nothing. I just like to make videos showing people how they can fix stuff. If everybody starts switching to electric cars, guess what? Learn how to fix those too and continue making videos about transportation, what works, what doesn't, how you can fix them, when you shouldn't even think about touching them because they're too dangerous, and paying a real mechanic to check them out. As you can see in my tool chest, I got my electric gloves ready. You gotta have the special gloves so that the electricity doesn't electrocute you, and the little liners so they last longer, because this isn't a joke. You work on high electricity, you need safety gloves or you can kill yourself. But hopefully I won't have to work on any new electric car or pickup truck because they shouldn't break down. I haven't had to work on any of these electric bicycles. The only work I had to do was to finish putting them together because they come in a box and the tires aren't hooked up in the front. You got to bolt a few things on. It took about 20 minutes to do. So I'm assuming if you send me an electric car, it'll already be put together. It won't come in a box where I got to put the thing together. But even if it did, it'd be kind of interesting putting it together. So let's see if any of these electric car makers aren't just full of crap trying to sell things that don't work that well to an unsuspecting public, or whether they're making quality vehicles that you can drive to work every day, that you can readily charge them up in hot weather, in cold weather, and that they'll have a decent range so you can actually take trips into things. And please, if you're gonna send me an electric pickup, send one that's got a trailer hitch on it, 'cause my grandson's always picking up stuff all over the place with this giant trailer. Gotta test it out to see how does it pull weight? What kind of distance can it travel when it's pulling another vehicle on a heavy trailer? I'm gonna test these things out real. If only you guys will send me them to try out. Everyone out there that might be thinking about an electric car but they're not sure, if you electric car makers are not full of crap, send me some to try out for a year. I'll honestly test them out. I have no ulterior motive one way or the other except to tell my millions of viewers the truth about electric cars, electric trucks, and electric full-size motorcycles. And for the full-size electric motorcycle manufacturers, no, I understand motorcycles. I've been a biker since I was a teenager, and I know electric motorcycles are always going to have a limited range because people don't want a super heavy motorcycle. Batteries weigh a lot. You got a nice motorcycle, you put a gigantic heavy battery, it won't handle right, it'll weigh too much. I don't expect to get 300-400 mile range out of an electric motorcycle, especially if you're driving 60 miles an hour. But the cars and trucks, that's another story. I want to try those things out seriously to see how far they will actually go, how long they'll last, how easy it is to recharge them when you're going cross country. The electric vehicle makers of the world, I'm calling you all out. Are you selling actual vehicles that people can use today, just like they use their regular cars? Will your cars be as dependable as this 94 Celica still is today? I'll test them out honestly. But afraid of serious analysis of your machines, I don't expect you to send me any of that. Then I'll continue to call you out as being full of crap, trying to sell things to people that you don't even stand behind yourself to have an honest test done. Because let's face it, people want to know, do these electric cars work in the weather that's cold? Do they work in hot weather? Can you drive them around? I want to test them out. Okay, will the Ford Lightning electric pickup be as dependable as their F-150s? Check this one out, which has 327,000 miles and still running strong. Send me some of your vehicles for a year to test out. Honestly, I'm ready to test them out, but I need the vehicles to test out long term, not for a day. You don't buy a truck and say, oh, I'm real happy with it the first day I had it. You got to have it for years. Well, I'm only asking for 1 year. You give me 1 year of your vehicles, I'll try them out honestly. But if you don't, I'll continue telling everybody that, well, they talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.